Why are you still talking to this bitch? David is like, no one asked you, bitch. But, bitch, you gonna piss them people off. Your girl is getting ready to be Tina Turnup. She needed to be Tina Turnup, but even Alicent was like, who white baby is this? Oh, Corlys. Corlys is giving Vaemond right now. Get this girl a Queen's Guard, okay? Somebody need to be with this child. She ain't gonna have Daemon on the hip all the time. Previously on House of the Dragon, Lord Corlys legitimized his bastards. Personally, I would have won some money, but you know, I'll take the name. The big thing that happened last week, Rhaenyra took the crown and she took a head or two in the process. Aemond, with his one-eye self, is annoying as hell and took out the strong line last week. And Queen Helena and Alicent find themselves in a really interesting predicament. The City Watch had Daemon's back, and the Crypt Keeper and Foot Fetish dude, they still on the run. And it was so poetic that she had to walk through blood to get to the throne. Let's hope that throne don't cut her, okay? That's another story. They got my boy. I love me some Daemon. And this is Ormond Hightower. This is the one who couldn't smell stuff last time. So this is a parlay. Okay. Okay. Knees bent. I'm not sure if this is the right kid. This used to be her house before it was Alicent and them nasty rat infested house. Remember the last time we saw this bed was when Viserys was in it, dying. Somehow I don't think this is the right kid. David is like, no one asked you, bitch. I understand that you need to be coronated, but bitch, you're gonna piss them people off. Rats! Ew. Girl. You know what? Alicent, you getting on my goddamn nerves. Oh, you think Joffrey and the Vale, where them children at? Okay, so what had happened was they were supposed to leave with Rhaenyra, but Rhaenyra dumbass went and got Sheep Stealer. So where them kids at? Oh, she gonna be mad as hell. Okay, now she's seeing shit. Cause she just saw Jace walk down the hall. You trusting the staff? Girl, what is wrong with you? Okay, what's going on in your head? Rhaenyra, okay, it's giving unsure. It's giving, girl, you don't have a guard? What the hell? I mean, I understand it's your house, but where your guard at? Cause you know there's tunnels in that bitch. So where your guard at? She got the small folk, Massaria, Master of Whispers. But now she's walking amongst the people. Okay, I see what she did. She stole from the people who was hoarding it and now is giving it to the small folk, which probably gonna give her a little something, but them people gonna remember that. Them lords, they gonna remember that. Oh, Corlys. Yeah. Corlys is giving Vaemond right now. Why are you still talking to this bitch? But I don't think that's Darren. Look at her face. They fooled her with the wrong person saying that that was Daeron and it wasn't Daeron. And then it looked like they took Tumbleton. Damn. Oh my gosh. That's the end of the episode. So that was a lot to take in, watching Rhaenyra's first day on the job. So she is meeting problems everywhere she turned. First of all, she in that stank ass house. Yes, it's her house, but it do stank and they need a exterminator, okay? They need an Orkin man or whoever exterminate. They need an exterminator, okay? Because that house is nasty as hell. Next, when the Septon or whoever, the dude of the Seven of the Faith, said that he couldn't coronate her or bless her ascension to the throne because they didn't have the remains of the last king that they put on the throne. Basically, they didn't have Aegon nor his remains or anything like that. So he can't very well put another monarch because they don't know what happened to the last monarch. So basically he was saying, yeah, he may have usurped the throne, but I coronated him, and until we have his dead body, you just shit out of luck. And basically he warned her saying, don't be pissing off the people because the people need the faith. So I know she feeling some kind of way about that because basically he was saying that he can't coronate her, but she needs to have that to show legitimacy, right? Even though everybody saw fealty to her when she was a child, but we knew the men of the realm wasn't going to hold that up because Rhaenys taught us that men would burn everything to the ground before they put a woman on the throne. Rhaenys taught us that. My other problem I was having was she kept talking to Alicent. First of all, All right, Alicent and Helena, yeah, you made a deal with them, and yeah, they held up their end of the bargain somewhat. You were able to come into the kingdom because they opened the gates, but the two things that they were supposed to deliver was the sons, Aegon and Aemon. Aemon flew away on Vhagar, and in order to take it, they need Aemon, because Aemon and they need both of them. But Aegon is the problem. He gone. We don't know where he went, and Larys took the money. That was the other problem. The other problem was they ain't got no money to do shit, okay? Everything is all messed up and they ain't got no money to do nothing. The whole time she thinking, okay, well, where's the crown's money? Then she got the tea. They was like, all the lords hoarded all the money and all the food when shit was going down, and the poor folk didn't have nothing. I like what she did though. I like what she did to the lords. She invited all the lords to a banquet, and then, some of them turned on her. Some of them turned on her because they were serving the realm, and when they saw that food was scarce, they were like, no, I'm gonna see about my house before anybody else get anything. So when she invited them there, they had her gold cloaks go rob them and get all of the food so that she could turn around and give it back to small folk. I noticed on the tapestry when the show was beginning, it had a lot of small folk on there, which it made sense given today. I like how she did that, but I know them lords and ladies, they not gonna forget that. When they came to the banquet, she tricked them and stole all their shit. I know they are not gonna forget that. This is gonna not end well for her. The other thing, she knighted the dragon seeds. Daemon had a chance to knight them, so that was really nice, but there was a big problem. In the scene just before that one, Lord Corlys and his sons was having dinner with the queen, and basically Lord Corlys asked Rhaenyra, hey, can you legitimize my kids and let them be Velaryons? After the knighting ceremony, she was asking each one of them, well, what name you want to have? And Ulf, dumbass, was like, Targaryen. And she was like, hell no. And he chose White. So Ulf the White. Hugh the Hammer, because he was a blacksmith. And when it came to Adam, he said Adam of Hull. He was like, no, I asked you one thing, because he is the hand of the queen. I asked you one thing to legitimize my sons, and that you couldn't give, but he gave everything to her. He lost all of his kids, he lost his wife, all of that. He even said that even your bastard kids, I named them as my heirs because I did that for you in service to you. Now, the one thing that I just need you to do is legitimize my sons, and you couldn't do that. I did all of this for you, and you couldn't do that one thing for me? Oh, then he went Vaemond on her ass, all loud, saying that her children are bastards, or her children were bastards. She still has some. She do have some. The children with Daemon, they're true Targaryen children, but the rest of them, bastards. Even the one that she's going to send for in the Vale, Joffrey, that was the last strong bastard. So anyways, that's not going to work out well. I know. Because Corlys was on some Vaemond shit, basically calling her children bastards hella loud. Oh my God. So that was crazy. And then at the end, Daemon was like, why are you acting timid? What is wrong with you? You got 6 dragons. Use the dragons. And I know you scared to use these dragons, but you need to use these dragons and do what you need to do. Daemon is a little pissed. He gonna do what he gotta do, but he's a little pissed that she's not using the dragons. So it's gonna take her a minute because she's trying to be like her daddy. But her daddy was a piss poor king. And being like her daddy is not the move right now. So I don't know. She got a lot of stuff to think about. And Pola Tink Tink, being a woman doing this while she had to sit on the throne for the first time, she was having womanly issues, like having her cycle. A cycle came, it started. So the one thing that I was concerned about, because if the throne cuts you, then it's like the throne spurns you. I was looking the whole time to see if the throne actually cut her, but I guess they could explain that away if that ever came up, but it didn't. It didn't come up, but she was dealing with being a woman. She couldn't really focus. Not that she couldn't focus, but I don't know. It was giving wishy-washy. And every single time she went back and was talking with Helena and Alicent, I'm like, Why are they not in a black cell somewhere? I understand doing right by them because they did what they said they was gonna do. But you giving them a little bit too much leeway right now. You don't even have a king's guard or a queen's guard, okay? Anybody could just run up and do shit to you because ain't nobody guarding you. I don't know. I guess the first 2 episodes had so much stuff going on. Now we just kind of like settling in to those first days after taking King's Landing. We were settling into those first few days as to how things are progressing. And I don't know. No, it's not giving. I don't like this at all. But I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. It seems like it's a bad omen with the rats. There's rats everywhere. And so I don't see a rat as a good omen. Okay. They need to call Orkin. They really do need to call Orkin because, girl. Okay. I'm just saying. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me once again for House of the Dragon. This was episode 3. It was mid for me. It was mid for me. We can't have battles in every episode. Now we got to deal with, okay, this is the aftermath of her taking King's Landing and setting some new things up. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, and then when she learned that Ormond tricked her, okay, and sent somebody else's child over there. But when the child came in and Alicent was like, who child is this? Alicent's a horrible mother. But even Alicent was like, who white baby is this? She's like, who baby is this? Because I don't know this child. So that was funny as hell. So yeah, she realized that they're not taking her seriously. And I think your girl is getting ready to be Tina Turn Up. She needed to be Tina Turn Up for a while, okay? Because she been like gracious and listening to people. But yeah, I think, it's not giving right now. It's not giving. I think Rhaenyra, I think we're about to start seeing her spiral into what she becomes. So, mid episode. It's all right. So anywho's, I'm so excited you joined me today. Of course, if you'd like to join us in the Patreon, we watch this live together. We sync up the footage and it's like just hanging out with your girlfriend. So if you'd like to join us, head on over to patreon.com/leopard shoe. Join our Leopard Shoe community and watch the episode with us. Have a ball with us. But you will need your own version of HBO or whatever streaming service you use. We will sync up the footage and then we'll watch and kiki together. Anywho's, so that is it for us today. Tell me what you thought of this episode in the comments below, because I give it a meh. But I mean, you can't have big battles in every episode. So now we're kind of like dealing with the aftermath, kind of as a reset. For me, this episode was a reset so that we can kind of like see where we are and figure out where we're going. I know it ain't gonna be good, but because she just realized that ain't nobody taking her seriously. Not to mention she having dissension within the ranks. Get this girl a Queen's Guard, okay? Somebody need to be with this child. She ain't gonna have Daemon on the hip all the time. Somebody need to be with her because I'm scared for the girl. I'm scared for her. Not to mention having Alicent and Helena running up and through all over that place. I don't think so. Nah. Anyways, I'm super excited you came to join me tonight, and we will see you next week for another episode of House of the Dragon. Deuces.